Hello all, Tot here with a new video. Like, share, and subscribe if you like it. Anyway, I've been writing more stories. I want to cover more stories on this channel, okay? That is my goal as an author. And again, I'm going to try to remake, or at least repackage, my older stories. Like, get them looked at. Might do some more editing on them just to make it a better experience, with thumbnails, descriptions, titles, everything. And again, I'm going to do that myself. I admit that I have used AI a little bit to help me get on the scheme of things, again, help me figure out what I need to do. It's taught me more, which that's what I use AI for, is learning. So, yeah. If you like my old stories, they'll be in bigger and better forms. Okay? But, on to new business. On to new business. I am a big fan of anime. Let's see here. Otaku. Okay? I've always been a fan of anime. Okay? Now, if you don't like that, or if it's not your deal, that's fine. You don't have to be here for this. I'm not going to totally turn this channel into anime. Don't worry. We'll still be about stories. But these next stories I'm going to write have a theme, and that's anime. Okay? Again, not trying to lie to you or anything. And I already have a good chunk of those stories already done, or at least to a level I think are done or I like. I will share them soon. Stories, it's a series, though. It's a new thing, okay? I've usually done one-off stories, more like an anthology. This will be more of a series, be more of a push towards getting more of a, I guess, try to teach myself more about fiction worlds and all that. Try to figure out what I can do with a cast of characters that keep going. Now, I kept the number of characters low. There's only about 2 or 3 in any one story. Again, I'm going into the waters of fiction. I'm trying not to drown, as hard as it is. And the series is called Ginruptor. I got the idea for mixing Disruptor and Jin and putting them together. And it follows kind of like a comedy superhero, kind of a gag stories. They're not meant to be funny, they're just kind of ironic. And they go into some deep topics, which I will share on each one. And I think a big issue I didn't do for my stories I made before was that I didn't make enough content around it, around the stories. You see, because I had a Halloween theme, a health theme. These last couple stories have been more physical based, more Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm going to try to rectify that, okay? I'll go over some of my favorite anime stuff, tropes, genres. And it might get a little different, okay? We want to share it all. If anything else will just make you laugh, thinking Grown Man actually loves this stuff, which, if that brings you any joy, go right ahead. I will not stop you. Please. If I bring you joy just from laughing, go right ahead. Thank you for watching, though, regardless. And yeah, I'm going to put content around it more. Because again, talking about the story, saying the story, and then kind of going back to it didn't seem enough. Didn't seem like the algo like that. So I am going to try to add more content for my audience. Better content, of course. That's what I'm trying to do, is be better. And yeah, I want to make this for a while, and I will cover, because these stories coming up require me to be human, not AI, and I'll talk about that more as the series starts. I like to tell you how many stories there are, but I kind of give it away, what my kind of theme is. So yeah, I'll be moving on to anime stuff just because I really like anime. Kind of a mental rut. This will help me keep going. Okay? Because I'm kind of tired of chasing trends and stuff. I just make these videos what I like. Algorithm be damned. But I get it. This is just a hobby, and I'm glad I can bring joy to anybody. Anybody watching my videos, they get a laugh, they get a chuckle, or just admire how much of a weirdo I am. Hey, I put some positivity in this world. Okay? I tried my best. So yeah, I'm hoping to make this a little more serialized, I guess is the word. And try to make it more palatable for the ear. Because again, I don't think my voice is great, but it's decent. I like it. It's pretty unique. Kind of got some weird deepness to it. And yeah, I don't know if I would be making stories outside of that, but I'll be doing like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stories and also some more stories that were anime inspired that are not the main series Shinruptor. Okay? Again, these will have thumbnails, they'll have descriptions, the whole kazoo. I will not leave one stone unturned for my audience. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do better. Okay? I've heard some very nice things from my audience, and I'm going to keep going for you. Because I do enjoy making videos. It's just not a ton of joy, but I keep getting ideas, and thank goodness for my work. I just kind of turn my brain off and just go through scripts and ideas and all that, you know. Try to make better use of my time, or at least multitask, because you can't just do one thing these days, I've learned. You always gotta keep moving that hamster wheel. Keep going in the rat race. And I'm trying to avoid that. And hopefully these YouTube videos will bring somebody some joy, because in this world, at this time, in this day, we need all help we can get. So yes, thank you all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and get ready for bigger and better things.